Welcome to Epic Yarn Gems. Today we are going to be making a chunky blanket. It is called the Charlotte and it is by the Rescued Paw Designs. Today we're going to use Yarn Bee Effortless Super Bulky in the color Dark Carmine. We are going to use a 15mm hook. When I completed this blanket, it took me 10 skeins of this yarn to complete. So we're going to start off with our slip knot, and we're going to do that just like we normally would, and then we're going to start our foundation chain. You can make this blanket as wide as you would like. You just need to work in multiples of 3 on your chain. For the blanket that I made, I did 72 chains. After you have completed your foundation chain, when you have 3 left, what you're going to do is you're going to count back 3, and in that third chain from the end you are going to do 2 double crochets. So by way of reminder, we are going to yarn over and go through our chain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. So again, yarn over, go through, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Now we are going to complete the pattern that you used through the rest of the blanket. So you're going to skip 2 chains, you're going to go through the chain and do a single crochet, and then you are going to go back in that same space and do 2 double crochets. So here is our first, and we're going to do 1 more double crochet, and we're going to continue to do that until we get to the end of the row when there is 3 chains left. So as you can see, we are at the end, and there are the 3 chains at the end. What we are going to do is we're going to skip those first 2, and we're going to go into that very last chain, and what we're going to do in there is a single crochet. So we're going to go into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the 2 loops on your hook. So as you finish up that row with that single crochet, you're going to turn your work and you're going to do a chain 1. That chain 1 is going to serve as your first single crochet of the next grouping. With the super bulky yarn, I've had a hard time telling exactly where that turning chain is, so I have been putting stitch markers in it just so that I'm able to see it when it comes up again. And that chain 1 is going to serve as your single crochet. Then you're going to go into the next stitch and you're going to do the 2 double crochets. As I mentioned earlier, this is the pattern through the entire blanket. So it is single crochet, 2 double crochets, and you just repeat that over and over. Now you're going to go over and you're going to skip 2 and you're going to go into that third space. In that space you are going to put 1 single crochet and 2 doubles. This is the pattern that you are going to use when you work across the row. The only difference throughout the rest of the pattern is when you do the turns, and we've already done the turn once, so I'm going to be showing you how to do that one more time. So here we are at the end, and we're doing our single crochet, and that is in the turning chain space, and we're going to turn our work. We are going to do a chain 1, and then from there what we will do is we will go into the next space and do those 2 double crochets. So here we are, we've done quite a few rows, but we're still doing that exact same pattern, which is the skip 2 in the third stitch right there. We are going to do 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets, and we are just going to keep moving along until we get to the length of blanket that we want. As you come to the end of the row, you are going to finish up your last grouping of single crochet, 2 double crochets, and then on the very end where the turning chain is, you are going to do a single crochet in that area and turn your work and then do your chain 1 again. And if you're like me and you have a hard time seeing those chain 1s, you can put a stitch marker in there, which makes them stick out a little bit more. And as we're finishing up, we are getting to the length that we want, and as you can see, the pattern has made a beautiful textured blanket. How I decided to finish this was with a slip stitch, which made a very straight row on the end. I finished up with my chain 1. I went into that first stitch and did that slip stitch. A slip stitch is simply going underneath your V, yarn over, and pulling through the loop already on your hook. Thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to Epic Yarn Gems. Turn on your notifications so that you'll be notified when I put out new videos. Thanks. Have a great day.